Welcome to sensory in terms of what's happening inside. My name is Rachel Garn and I'm an occupational therapist. We're going to take a look into the sensory systems. How many sensory systems are there? If you guess 8, you are correct. We have 8 sensory systems. They're the 5 that most of us will all know. The auditory, hearing system. The gustatory, taste. The tactile, touch system. The olfactory, smell. And the visual, obviously vision system. In addition to that, we have our proprioceptive system, our body awareness. Our vestibular, which is our movement and balance system. And our interoception system. Now, interoception is responsible for detecting what's going on inside our body. It's the system that tells us when we are hungry, when we are thirsty, and when we are not hungry, and when we are not thirsty. So what do our systems do? What do all of these senses help us with? Well, basically they help us navigate through every waking moment of our life. And we're going to really jump in and look at 3 that as an occupational therapist we might take a lot of care and attention to explore. The proprioceptive, the vestibular and the tactile system, because these really are the foundations for the other systems when we look at building blocks for sensory systems. So let's look at proprioception. What is it and why is it important? Well, the proprioceptive system is important to help our bodies know where they are in space. So this is often referred to as body awareness. So our muscles and joints and tendons work together through the receptors the proprioceptive receptors in those muscles, tendons and joints tell us where our body is in space. They work together to give us this information. And with this sense, you're able to detect where your nose is, where your ears are, without looking. You'll be able to close your eyes and still know where your body is in space. So it really is essential for our sense of body awareness. We'll explore more about proprioception in other videos. Vestibular is about our balance and our movement. It's the system that helps us detect movement and it helps our balance. And these receptors are located in the inner ear. So the apparatus in our inner ear is the semicircular canals that detect spinning, rotational movements, and the others, the linear up and down, detect those kind of acceleration movements. So this system also detects forward and backward motions, accelerations, decelerations. It helps us to know how our body is moving, where it is moving, and what position it is in. Really important. And then the other piece is the tactile. So why is the tactile system important? Well, our sense of touch is the only system that's all the way over our body. And using our skin, we can experience sensation of not only touching objects, but receiving touch. And there really is not a waking moment that we do not use this sense in everyday life. So if we put all that together, it all comes down to the central nervous system. So we're processing whatever sensation we're inputting through our body by receiving the sensory input through our receptors. The information is processed via neurons and the central nervous system via pathways to the brain. The brain then sends back a signal via neurons to action a response. And the outcome is we interact with our sensory environment. And there really is not a waking moment goes by where we're not using our central nervous system. So it's so important when we are thinking about anything in regard to the classroom, to our children, to ourselves, of how we are functioning in our everyday lives. I hope this video has been helpful. Thanks so much.